Hey, Happy New Year. Pastor Josh here. We're reading Genesis chapter 6, verses 5 through 8. And while it might be a Happy New Year, the topic of our reading is far from happy. Just discussing what the world had become right before God destroyed the world with the great flood. Verse 5, the Lord saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every intention of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually, full of wickedness, full of evil. Of course, in yesterday's reading, we saw the uh, we saw the great sin of, in my opinion, being the demonic realm uh, possessing the strong leaders of the time and just taking women that they wanted to. And then now here we see that it wasn't just limited to uh, the situation that we read about in the previous few verses, but that the wickedness of man was great in all of the earth. And it was so great that it went down to their very desires, the intentions of their hearts, the thoughts of their hearts was only evil continually, over and over and over again. That's all that they were doing was evil, full of absolute wickedness. And so, because of this great wickedness, the Lord regretted that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him to his heart. We see the Lord being affected by his creation. Now, of course, he knew that this was going to happen. He knew that this was the course that mankind would take. But that does not stop God from feeling sorry, being filled with deep grief. And that is what we need to realize is the sin, or that sin and wickedness truly grieves the heart of God deeply. So much so, in this case, the Lord had wished he never made man at all because of all the wickedness and the bad that had happened. This is the logical conclusion of what happened in Genesis 3 when Adam and Eve disobeyed God and ate from the forbidden fruit. So, what does God then say? Verse 7, so the Lord said, I will blot out man, whom I have created from the face of the land, man and animals and creeping things and birds of the heaven, for I am sorry that I have made them. There's a promise there. I will blot out man. And indeed, that is still the case for anyone that does not take Christ as their Lord and Savior. They will be blotted out for all of eternity. They will be sentenced to spend eternity in hell, away from God, experiencing the wrath for their sins. But that doesn't have to be that way, of course. The opposite promise is extended to whoever would believe that Jesus took away their sins, and they could be with him for all of eternity. So here God now is decreeing the fact that he is going to destroy everything on the earth. But what a wonderful word that is. But this but is because you and I, the result of this but is that you and I are here. We are in existence. God did not totally destroy the earth because there was someone that found favor in the eyes of the Lord. But Noah found favor in the eyes of the Lord. God looked around and saw, okay, this man, he is following after me. This man is doing what is right, and I will use him and begin a new civilization. And in fact, isn't that the same thing that happened with Jesus? Jesus being a greater Noah, the greatest Savior through Noah. Mankind was saved through Noah. Creation was saved. But in a greater sense, in the ultimate sense, Jesus saves all of humanity through his death on the cross. He saves all of creation, fixes all of creation because of what he did on the cross and his subsequent resurrection on the first day of the week. So I pray that has been a blessing to you. If you don't know Jesus, would you take him as your Savior? And if you do follow him, may you follow him as closely as you can in this new year. I will see you all in the next video.